Okay, so I just got this Husky 100 max PSI 1 gallon compressor, and I've been playing around with it here. I hooked up not the nail gun, but really just the brad nail gun, and just messing around with some fittings. A few things I noticed already. One is when I turned it on right here, at first I noticed no pressure, but you just have to attach a air hose line first with the 9/16 wrench. Make sure it's real tight, or you don't want that leaking. And it does have some good seal on it, but you do have to plug that in first with an attachment. And I just used this little tire pressure gauge and pumped up some tires with it. But yeah, you have to have that on to get it up to pressure. And it does say 160 max PSI, even though it can only do 100, which is weird. And this pressure relief valve is nice, but at these higher PSIs, this just goes out way too much. I'll show you what I'm talking about. You have to push it back in at the higher PSIs. But the lower ones, you can just pull it out and it'll return to normal. But anyway, let me show you what's up with this nail gun here. So I just got it back to 80 PSI here to get it to a reasonable pressure, because this gun does say 60 to 100 PSI, but I just wanted to err on the safe side. And you always want to have, when you're pumping this thing up with air, you want to have the magazine totally unloaded here. And this, for more you experienced people, you already know this. This lever right here is the unjamming lever, and you can check the top. So that's a nice feature. But what I'm about to do is crank this little knob here, because it's all the way back, as you can see. And it doesn't penetrate anything. It won't even penetrate this small thin wood board. So I finally figured out, turn the knob a little bit, and we'll see if it, first I'll test this, and then I'll test the 2x4. You could see it didn't get through anything so far. And also I just put a little bit of this 30 weight oil here in the filler neck here, in the hole. But anyway, I'll turn this dial and then get going here. So I feel pretty stupid trying to mess around with this thing, figuring it out, because look at all these terrible attempts, and then I finally got that one staple. But this is a severe beginner's guide, because I just learned this myself. But you have to put the staples in like this. Okay, I was actually putting them in way down here, kind of in there like this. But anyway, that doesn't work, because you gotta actually have room for this spring. You see, that spring pushes it up. It's gotta be on the top side of that. But anyway, enough of that. And then you can actually, if you slide this all the way out, you can just barely fit a stack of nails in here, and then pull it up. But yeah, that's how you do it. Okay, so we're here on 60 PSI, and I'll just show you, these are the nails here. Oh, stuck to that one. And then here's through the thinner stuff. Oh, not enough pressure. Nope. But as you can see, it works very well on the high pressure. And then when it gets too low pressure, it can't even drive that in. You're better off with a hammer. But anyway, that's the test there. Also got this awesome impact yesterday for taking off tires and such.